Hey everybody, it's Holly
And Heather.
and welcome to another Sunday edition, the very first edition of March
Mm.
2025. Um so much to talk about. Well, to chit-chat about. Yeah, there's a few things. So, while you guys are jumping on here, I'm going to make sure that I've got everything going. We're on Facebook and YouTube today. So, Heath, why don't you just jump
Mm-hmm.
us off here while I
All right.
look for
I know. I'm
everything?
just going to make sure that it's on.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy March 2nd. Can you believe that it's March? This year is already flying by, but that also means we're getting closer to Elvis week.
Thank you.
It's going to be here before you know it. But no, happy March. Hope everybody has been doing great this week. The weather had been really nice here this week,
Yeah.
and then it turned cold again. It turned cold again yesterday, so I'm so not happy about that, but hopefully there's no snow in the forecast. I haven't really looked.
There better not be.
I know.
I'm done.
I know.
I'm
I feel like we
officially
keep
done.
having those, what do they call them? Uh, what is it they call it when you have like a fake summer or the...
I was just listening to a YouTube video
Yeah.
about like the seasons in Tennessee, and they
Yeah.
have like there's like a fake fall spring.
Yeah.
There's something called little winter that occurs. So that evidently the South and Tennessee are known for. So I'm not happy with it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But March also means we're getting closer to a lot of exciting things and events coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, the ETA weekend is coming up this weekend.
I know.
This weekend.
I'm so sad we're not there.
I know. We're so sad that we could not make the ETA weekend work this year. But I know it's going to be fantastic. So I'm super excited to hear all about it, see pictures and videos. I know some of our Elvis besties are going. So let us know how it is, because I'm sure it's going to be a great one. And then right on the heels of that, we will be attending the following weekend, the Nashville Elvis Festival.
I'm super pumped.
Really excited. I know I was going back through. We'll talk more about it probably next weekend, and kind of maybe delve into some of the performers and the shows and stuff that we're going to be attending and taking you guys along with us. So definitely stay tuned for that. Yes. With all of our craziness and our Facebook Lives and things.
Well, this is a good trade-off. I'm thinking about last year was our first time with the ETA weekend. This year is our first time officially start to finish at the Nashville Elvis Festival. So it's like, we had to do 1 year, one the next. Maybe next year will be our year to do them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's always kind of hard and crazy too, because, it's like a lot of things. Well, like Holly always says, literally, if we wanted to,
if we had the time and money,
find an Elvis concert by one of the ETAs or an Elvis festival or a show or something, we could find one every single week that we could attend and go to. But as you guys know, it's hard to do that with work and with money and time and travel and everything. You just can't make everything you want to work. And a lot of times these things fall right in line. So like, this year, the ETA weekend is this weekend. And then right after that's the Nashville Elvis Festival. So, that was two kind of things back to back. And then we always do, of course, the birthday celebration in January. But the Smoky Mountain Elvis Festival is always shortly after that.
I know.
And so it's just so hard to find all the time.
Dwight Eisenhower has his weekend.
He has his little, Dwight fan VIP weekend.
Which we're
usually
go
around the same time as the birthday celebration. And we're always like, ugh.
Yeah, but we met somebody, I can't remember her name, at the birthday celebration, and she literally, I don't know if she went for the whole time, but she literally had just gotten back from Dwight's weekend and just went straight from that in Florida to Memphis.
Yeah.
She was a jet setter, so maybe that'll be us one day. Who knows?
Because
I really want to go, because I love Florida. A should be I love Dwight and Vicky. B, I love Florida. C, it'll be a great time. It's always a great time with those two. So
let's see some people and some comments and say hello.
Yeah. And thank you to everybody tuning in with us today. We're trying out different time slots. We were on early last Sunday at 11. We're on at 12 today, so we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
So how the time frames are going for you guys. So,
hello, Deborah. She says, "Is it cold there? You've got on sweats." Yes, it is cold here. Like I said, it's been so nice. Like this week, like actually most of the days we got up, I think, to like 60s. And then at night it only got down to like maybe the 40s or 50s. And then all of a sudden again, yesterday, it got really cold. And last night was super cold. And then today's super cold. Like I think right now when we got up earlier.
Super cold. I went outside.
Well, really? Okay. Well, when I got up earlier, my temperature thing on my phone, I have like the weather on my phone. It shows up as soon as I turn my phone on, and it said it was like I think 30 something degrees outside. Right now it says it's up to 40.
I mean, it feels warmer than that, I guess, because the sun's shining bright and stuff.
But yeah, we do have our sweats on, and these are hilarious.
This is only because of
these are hilarious
that we have sweatshirts on. You know how Heather loves to be matchy and I hate it. But today I found these 2 sweatshirts that were a past Christmas gift from my uncle.
Yeah.
He got himself and all his siblings these shirts that say Norman's Hunting Lodge Camp thing. And I think they're so hilarious. And so I told Heather we're going to wear them today. So.
Yeah. Well, we've been packing up Dad. As we said, we've been trying to like, get everything kind of decluttered and sell things and give away things and, kind of downsize him for when he officially moves. And so, Holly was going through closets. Yikes.
Yeah.
She was going through closets last week and she found these little treasures. And so
I'm busting them out because I said, hey, I'm predicting it's going to be warm from here on out. So it may be our last time to wear a sweatshirt.
And no, we don't really have a hunting camp or a lodge.
I wish I did.
And Holly and I don't even hunt. Some of our cousins do, and they love it. That's just
not me.
Not for me. I'm not a hunter. And I do like to fish.
I'm more of a lodge person where you sit by the fire and drink hot cocoa. Mm-hmm. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
So
anyway, hello Penny, nice to see you. Dad's doing great. He's doing great. He's been helping Holly. He came up here, like we said, a couple of times in the last month and did some house things around here with Holly and I. And then him and Holly been hitting it hard in Powell, like I said, kind of going through all of his stuff and
Goodwill loves me. I just dropped off a trunk load of stuff yesterday. So
trying to downsize. And then Holly and Dad spent the weekend at a boat show. When we eventually get Dad moved, he's moving on a lake and Dad loves to fish. So we have been looking at boats. And so they went to a huge boat show in Knoxville on Friday?
Yes, Friday.
Friday? Yeah. So Dad's doing great. He had the time of his life looking at boats and fishing stuff, which he loves.
Everybody is from all over. Hello to everybody all over the world.
Oh, Beth says that Priscilla was in Buffalo, but unfortunately she couldn't attend, but some of her friends did.
I mean, she's keeping the roads hot. Mm-hmm. I see something all the time of her doing she not only does her nights with Priscilla, but she also does
her evenings with Priscilla. She's doing those cons. Those
I want to say I call them a Comic-Con because we went to a few that are more for The Walking Dead and things like that, but they do another TV con, I guess you call it, and it's where they bring stars from old movies or not
TV shows,
old, but older movies and TV shows, and of course Dallas. Mm-hmm. The cast of Dallas goes to a lot of these, which I am dying to go to because y'all know I love Dallas. I want to go to the one that's in South Fork. They have some kind of Dallas festival there in South Fork. We've talked about it before. Mm-hmm. That's the one I want to go to, but. Yeah, she does a ton of those, which it would be so fun though. I saw one and she was going to be there. The lady that played Lucy was going to be there. Patrick Duffy, who of course was Bobby. Linda Gray, who was Sue Ellen. And
Charlene Tilton.
Yeah, Charlene Tilton. Yeah, so it was the guy that played Ray, I think. Well, was it him maybe? I don't know. But it was I was oh wow.
Yeah, I think he is still alive.
Yeah, it's Ken Kirchhoff's not alive. Yeah. So sad. Cliff Barnes.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Penny. She says they got snow last week and more yesterday. Hello, Carrie. Howdy to you as well. Danielle. Hey, y'all. That's what she said.
I love it.
And as she said in all caps, hey, y'all. Hello, Sarah. Norma. Hello. Happy Sunday to you. Good afternoon, sweet. Elaine from Flintville, Tennessee. I love that. I love that.
Another local Tennessean.
Hello, Tammy. Hello, Barbara from Nevada.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, people are forever. I know
Denmark, a lot of people from. Linda from Denmark.
I mean, I'm telling you
what. A lot of people from the UK. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Ken from Seattle.
Yeah. Oh, hey, David. He said it's 6:15 there in the UK. That's cool.
Oh, hey, Lynn. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Yes. Yeah, everybody's saying they love to spend a little Elvis time with us. Well, we love it too.
I know.
So
do you all grab your coffee and just sip along with us and listen? That's funny.
I know, because I'm trying to think. There's not a ton going on. Mm-hmm. There's a few things, but we thought we'd tell y'all about some exciting travel things that we are doing that we just got tickets for. And then show you a few cute little items we got from some of our besties in the mail. So
I know. Speaking of Norma, she's like, "Is that a Dolly Parton picture in the corner?" I was like, "How's she seeing that?" I guess you're seeing that one through there.
Maybe.
Yes, it actually is. And that's one of the exciting things that
that parlays right into it.
Yeah.
So we revamped. This is our bonus room, and it's a really large room actually. And I used to have a ton of collect old timey country records, especially like the women of country. And I did have a little display up on the wall, and I had to move it over so we could do our haul to Elvis back here and do this new background for you guys. But I guess I left Dolly up there. Oops. Mm-hmm. But yes, that's her.
You can kind of see all that. Yeah, that's her little butterfly record, and then her little
bargain store outfit. And then, of course, I got Dottie West down at the bottom. Yeah. So as you all probably know, because if you're an Elvis fan, I feel like you're a Dolly fan. I feel like everybody's a Dolly fan. Mm-hmm. And Heather and I are too, me especially, super fan. Mm-hmm. But Dolly's been on that search for the new Dolly because she's putting together like a Broadway show. Musical. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's going to go to Broadway. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's like bound for Broadway or if it's just going to be like a touring company and just tour around the States and Europe. I'm not sure. But anyway, they found, I think they're looking for like $2 or $3. I think they found them. They did a big search. I was watching that on Facebook, the search for Dolly. And then they are going to premiere it here in Nashville in, I believe, July and August. It's running for like about a 3 to 4 week span. Mm-hmm. And you know us, we have to go.
Yeah.
We have to go. So we got tickets, y'all. We're going to go on a Sunday. So it'll be like everything Elvis and Dolly Sunday. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we're going to go down there and check it out. We'll probably do a review for you guys because I'm sure a lot of you all, let me know in the comments if you're a Dolly fan and if you're excited about this. Yeah. I hope it comes to your area. I think it'll be fantastic. I mean, usually anything Dolly does is fantastic. Heather and I went and saw her Broadway play 9 to 5 when it premiered, because it actually premiered here in Nashville as well. It was great. And I think this one's going to be even better. So I'm very excited about that. So yes, we got tickets to that, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be really cool, the whole Dolly musical, because, fortunately, being from Tennessee and Dolly being from Tennessee, and pretty close to our neck of the woods. Yep. She was born and raised in a little city called Sevierville, Tennessee, which a lot of people either think it's Seaverville but it's Sevierville. If you actually live there, it's Sevierville. Mm-hmm. But that's like right just over the hills from Knoxville and from Powell, where we were born and raised. But Holly and I are fortunate enough to have got to work with Dolly and for Dolly and know Dolly and meet her. And, I feel like this is really cool. And I'm glad that she's still alive to do this, because this is something I think she's been wanting to do and for a long time. Like we were just talking about her on the cooking show last week of how it's like she seems like she's busier now than she ever was. Like she's putting her name and on everything. She's got every kind of product and item coming out. Yeah. But this is a musical, she's always wanted to do about her life. And so it's really exciting that, it's happening now and that she's able to be a big part of it and everything. And, back when, I don't know if any of you've ever been to Dollywood. If you haven't, you should go because it's super fun.
Save up your money though. It's not cheap.
It's expensive. Yeah. But I mean, it's really, when you compare it to Disney World and Disneyland and Universal Studios and it's really no more expensive. But yeah, you should definitely go because there's so much to see and do, and it continues to just thrive and grow. And Dolly has a really cool museum there.
Yes, I do want to go see that museum.
Yeah, I do want to go see that. She's always had one, but now it's they've amped it up. They've beefed it up in the last couple of years. I think they opened a whole new, bigger museum for her, which she's a lot like Elvis in that sense. Is Dolly pretty much has everything. She pretty much has every outfit, every dress, every movie costume that she's worn. And so it's a lot to see. You really get to see a lot of her, childhood and stage wear and all that. But yeah, when Holly, if you've ever been to Dollywood, you know, they're also known for like, they're a theme park. So they have great shows.
Yeah.
They have really great shows. And, you know, that's kind of where Holly started when she got into the whole like music business, is she performed at Dollywood. And we were talking about it the other day. One of the shows, probably Holly's favorite show.
Yes.
That they ever did. And I honestly think too, because like I said, Holly, you were at Dollywood for what?
Like 10 or 11 years.
Yeah, 10 or 11
Long
years.
time.
And yeah, Mom and Dad and I were there every weekend. Like, no kidding.
Very supportive.
Yeah, every weekend. And so we've seen, you know, tons of shows that they've done and whatever. And I will have to say that this was honestly my favorite show they've ever done. But they had a show for a while called Paradise Road.
Yes.
And it was almost like a mini musical.
It was.
At Dollywood. And Dolly put it together. She produced it. You know, like she came and watched Holly and all of them perform and kind of, you know, decided like, don't like this, keep this, whatever. But it kind of really went from like her childhood to, you know, now. Like to her now, and you know, kind of did all of her like music and everything, and it was such a great production, and it's such a great show.
It could have went a Broadway. I'm telling you, it could have been a Broadway show.
So I'm hoping that this will be like that.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
I've got really high hopes. Like I've got my bar is set real high, just because I am partial to Paradise Road, and I thought it was so fantastic. So this is going to have to be something. So I'm going to be critical, y'all.
Yeah.
I just hope it lives up.
Yeah, but if any of you ever seen Paradise Road, let us know. And if you did, you might have seen Holly. She was usually.
I was in it every year, so if you saw the show,
she was in it every year, and she was usually always we called her the Porter Wagner Dolly.
Yes.
60s Dolly. Yeah, she portrayed Dolly in, you know, like when her and Porter Wagner were on his show together and stuff, and she was really great at it. So we need to like look up some videos and like
post them.
We should post them because you all would be like amazed. You probably wouldn't be amazed because obviously, I mean, Holly's super talented. But if you saw it, you'd probably be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Because yeah, I mean,
and I had blonde hair back then.
Yeah. Yeah. But they put like the wigs and the costumes on them and everything. Cool. Because, you know, we always laugh that Holly and I are like a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll and yin and yang, because I'm not very country in my talk and my whatever. And Holly is very twangy and country. So she's very Dolly-esque. And she, even when Holly sings, she kind of has similar like Dolly-esque. So yeah, she had her giggle and stuff down. It was crazy. But I'm kind of hoping she takes that like Paradise Road show and kind of adapts it to this new show, because it was really, really good. But that's going to be exciting.
I know.
To just see this whole production and everything.
Yeah. So we're going to take pictures. I don't know that we can do any like videos or anything like that. I'm sure they poo-poo that. But we're going to try to take pictures of it. We will definitely do a live probably after it, because we're going to go to the matinee.
Yeah. And we'll give reaction. And like for some of you that like maybe you won't get to see it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it won't come to your area and stuff. We'll literally kind of do like a whole review and synopsis for you and kind of tell you like, you know, this is like how it began. And this
or
is what
it may prompt you to want to go if it goes to your city. Yeah. So, and a great way to parlay that, now that we've talked it up about Dolly, to parlay that into Elvis, Heather and I got into a discussion yesterday thinking about it. And you guys call me and answer, because we were racking our brains trying to think, okay, so Dolly's had a couple of musicals on. She had the 9 to 5 one. Now she's got this one about her life story. But we can't think of one that Elvis had. Has there ever been a legit, professional, official Elvis Presley musical?
All about him.
All about him. Like, I know there's the $1 Million Quartet. Yeah. There's always like there's some sort of musical, like the Osmonds, you know, have a musical about their life, and there's an Elvis in it.
Yeah. Like Cirque du Soleil has done like
has done the Elvis thing.
Even like here in Nashville, I know I was telling Holly that there's like the Belmont, I guess, theater company. They're putting on a thing coming up called All Shook Up, and it's gonna like use Elvis music that's set to, what did I say? It was like a William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Like play,
it's like a William Shakespeare's play.
But they're using Elvis songs and music like in coordination with it. But honestly, I cannot remember or think of any like actual full-on musical that like kind of did what Dolly's gonna do. Literally took you from little boy Elvis, born and raised in Tupelo, to stardom, to 50s, to 60s, to 70s, to death. Like, has there ever been a full-on musical solely dedicated to and about Elvis?
Guys, let us know. Let us know if we're just missing out and there's been one years ago that we just don't know about, but that's just solely him. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's not been one. I mean, it's just crazy to fathom. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know, but
Yeah.
that'd be great too. I've told her that they could do the search for Elvis.
Yeah, you'd have little Elvis and then like 50s, 60-ish Elvis and then like 70s Elvis.
I mean, it would be a great show. It'd be great to put it together. So
It'd
yeah,
be a great musical.
If you've ever heard of one, and I'm not talking about the local, so-and-so middle school production.
Yeah.
I think we're saying like legit.
Yeah.
Is there anything legit?
Or not, like I said, not just something that he was like mentioned in or a part of, like maybe they did like a rock and roll musical and they focused on Elvis as part of it or, whatever. I'm talking about like literally like we're starting from birth to death and doing an entire nothing but Elvis musical.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It would be interesting. Yeah. So let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you've ever seen something like that.
Yeah.
I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
And then another exciting thing.
It's not unusual to be loved by.
Heather gave it away. She gave it away. Y'all.
Or maybe not.
We're going to see Tom Jones. We've debated about it. We were out on a limb about it because when I say these tickets are not cheap,
I know.
I almost passed out.
Tom Jones.
I almost passed out when we went because we were like, yeah, we think we can make this one night work. We're going to do it. We're going to go to it and all that. And we went on the ticket thing and I was like, whoa. They are like, I was thinking, okay, maybe $50 to $100, maybe. It is way more than that, y'all. I mean, we got like the cheaper seats. I'm not even gonna say the cheap seats. They are kind of the cheap seats, but they are, I wouldn't call them that. But luckily it's in the Ryman, which like I've always told you guys, you literally could be on the last row, corner seat, back in a corner of the Ryman. And for some reason, because it was an old church and the building's just so amazing, the acoustics are amazing. Like I went to an Americana Music Awards show years ago and I literally bought my ticket like day of. So it was in like, I literally was behind a giant pole. Like the pole was here and I was like peeping out because I wanted to see Loretta Lynn. She was getting honored. Back row, last seat, behind the pole, still fantastic. It was still a fantastic seat and the music and the sound and everything was so, so great. So we're okay with that. We're okay. That we're not, going to be up front. But it's like I told Heather.
There's not a bad seat in the house.
There's not a bad. You only live once. And Tom is not getting any younger. And I just don't think he's ever going to come to Elvis Week. Now that I've said that, he'll probably be there in August.
I hope.
Now that I've spent out all this money. But that's okay.
I know. But we're super excited about it.
We are.
Yeah. I mean, Holly especially loves Tom Jones. I love Tom Jones too because, I mean, he's a great singer and a great entertainer. And I love so many of his songs. I mean, just that song makes me so happy when it comes on. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, it's like Holly always says, she's like, we just got to start doing this stuff and going to this stuff because these people are not going to be here. And then we're going to be sad that we didn't go and we didn't see them. So we were just like, what the heck, we're going. So
I'm telling y'all, our summer is shaping up. And we're
because this is going to be in April.
Yeah, this is in April.
Tom Jones is in April. And then the Dolly musical is in July.
No, well, it's the 1st of August. It's right before Elvis Week because that's the only day
right.
we can make
it starts in July, but we can only make it work this like August 3rd, Sunday, August 3rd.
Something like that.
It's gonna be a busy August.
So we've got the Nashville Elvis Festival. We've got Tom Jones. We've got Dolly. We've got Elvis Week coming up. So much, but we're going to try to take y'all with us. So it'll be like you're going to be there with us for Tom Jones, and we'll talk all about it. You know how excited we get. We love a reaction video, so we'll tell y'all all about Tom, what all he sang, what he looked like. I hope I can take some good pictures. I hope. So that's going to be exciting. So I'm so excited, y'all. We are having the best summer so far.
I know. We are. And I want to get to some of your questions and comments because I'm loving them as I see them scrolling by.
Okay. What's everybody saying?
Well, everybody's talking about Dolly. Everybody's talking about Tom Jones now. Everybody's talking about musicals they've seen or heard about. So I want to definitely get to that. But I did see her on here a moment ago. So I hope she's still on here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm telling you guys what,
you guys are too kind. You're too kind.
Yes, you all are the best, and you're so sweet to like think of Holly and I and like send us little things in the mail. And Holly and I got something very special in the mail this week that we were so excited about. And I was like, man, how do they keep coming up with this cool stuff? So a huge thank you to Pam Lemons. And like I said, I know I saw you on here earlier, Pam, but she sent Holly and I the coolest gifts this week. Stuff I have never seen.
I had no idea they made them. No. Well, I had seen the air fresheners, yes.
Oh, okay.
I had seen that.
I hadn't even seen that.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But yeah, she sent us what is like the coolest stuff that I'm so excited about and was so kind. So let me see if I can get it out here. So she sent us these air fresheners. Look at this one.
Cute.
Very cool. Does it say what scent they are?
I don't know, because I don't want to open it until I'm ready to use it. Because, once you open them, the scent is gone.
And then there's this one that says, thank you very much.
That one's adorable.
This one says,
I'm trying to
smell it. This one says it is a natural aroma, 100% pure essential oil, fresh and long lasting. Look at this. Well, I'll turn it this way because that sticker's kind of in the way. But look how cool this is. And on the side there it says, thank you very much. Elvis giving it his all.
Yep.
He's like, oh. I love it.
So yeah, so those are cool. Thank you.
Yes, and she sent one for each of us, which
That's adorable.
is so sweet. And then y'all check these out. So these are sun catchers.
I had no idea they made them. We had no idea.
I don't know where she got these, but holy cow, are these gorgeous? And am I excited about it? Okay, so here, I hope you can see these. So this is one of them.
I know. I wish I could put a lot of. You can kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Look
it's like, jacket. Yeah, it's a sun catcher. And look at his jacket. Look at his necklace, his belt buckle. He is like pointing at somebody.
He's pointing.
He's like, you ain't nothing but a. That's what he's doing.
Heather and her impersonations are spot on today.
I know, right? But this is so cool. So imagine that like in the window, and then look at this.
I think I'm gonna put this one in our kitchen.
Oh,
because right above our kitchen sink, we have a window, and I was
I hadn't seen these in person because the package came when Holly was here, and then she called and was like, oh my gosh, we got another goodie in the mail, Heather, from our bestie Pam. And I was like, what is it? And then she was like, I'm going to send you pictures because you have to see it. But I'm telling y'all what, the pictures do not do it justice.
I know, aren't they so cool?
This one is amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Oh my gosh, I love these. Okay, so look at this. Okay, look at that.
Cute.
Aren't these awesome?
I know, they're so cute.
So Pam, thank you.
We're starting a new, we're gonna start a new little segment. Every time y'all send us something, we're just gonna show it so we can.
Well, Holly was like, because we've been getting so much stuff here in the mail lately, like this great thing from Pam, and then our good friend David Trotter over in the UK, he sent us those amazing books that he's written and the international menus and stuff. And then
Jill sent us that straw holder that matches perfectly. It went great with our cooking show.
And then what else? There was I feel like there's other things.
We've got Big Graceland back here. I'm gonna Big Graceland.
And then, but there's so much stuff. Holly was like,
I was like, maybe we should save them up and just, how some of those YouTubers I'll
like a monthly mail haul.
They do what they call their unboxing, like mail haul, and they save up all their stuff. And they just do a whole big show of showing you stuff. But I was like, I don't know if I can wait that long.
Yeah.
I kind of have to show it.
So it could be like, like how I do my Heather's hauls. This could be like our mail hauls. I love it.
There you go.
But thank you so much, Pam. We greatly appreciate you thinking of us and sending these really cool, unique items.
I know.
So we will treasure them. And look how fun Pam is. She sent it in this envelope.
I know. I love that.
Look how cool the envelope is.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I don't care. I know I'm going to love it.
Yeah.
And purple handwriting for me.
I love it. So thank you so much, Pam. That meant a lot. So I definitely wanted to show those because we absolutely love them. And I know a lot of our Elvis besties out there will think they're really cool and would love to see them. And I saw Pam on here. So
I bet you those sun catchers, somebody's going to buy some.
Somebody's going to be looking for some.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
So let's see. Let's look at some questions and comments and then see if you guys have anything to talk about. And then we have one more thing that we wanted to kind of touch on that we found very interesting over the last
happening
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So let me see. Let me go to
what's everybody saying?
Let me go to these because I feel like these are the updated. Well, no. Let me go back to this.
Let me look.
Well, it's like they go by so fast, so then I kind of got to go back to the video to see all of them. Okay, let me go to all comments. Okay, here we go.
Doodle-doo. Oh, well, I'm back at the beginning. Thank you, Mary. She loves the room.
Oh, thank you. Carrie is very interested in seeing our live streams and videos from the Nashville Elvis Festival.
Yes. Cute.
Carrie says that she heard Priscilla wanted to do Elvis musical called The King and I, but the name was taken. So she said she'd have to think of another name, but never did the musical.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, yeah, you can't use that because I think that was a Marilyn Monroe movie.
Oh, hello, Elizabeth from Morristown, Tennessee.
No, that wasn't a Marilyn Monroe
movie. We know exactly
what
that is. Hello, Ellie. She says it's a beautiful day in Phoenix. Yeah, you know, Tammy, that is very interesting. I didn't find that out. I don't know if you always knew that, but I didn't find it out till several years ago. But that Dolly was had something to do with that Buffy the Vampire Slayer show.
She's the production company. She has a production company that was their production company.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what Tammy was saying. She didn't know that Dolly was involved in that. And they're doing a revamp.
Yeah.
Of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Because Buffy was popular. I never watched it.
I didn't either.
I probably should have. I probably would have loved it, but it was very popular. Yeah, isn't that weird? Because I saw that years ago. I was like, wow, okay. But I can kind of see that. I mean, if anybody needs a production company, it's her.
Yeah. Oh, I'm counting on that, Elaine. She says Tom Jones will probably sing an Elvis song that he did when she went to see him. He sang Johnny Be Good, and he mentions Elvis for everybody to scream. I'm hoping he will. I'm hoping, especially since it's going to be in Nashville. I'm hoping he'll mention Elvis and maybe tell a little story. And I'm hoping, he'll sing like a song.
I want him to sing, though, that song.
I want him to sing the Green Girl.
I was going to say that one, or there's another song he did that Elvis also did. It's really hard to do. Like, it's a vocally
it's
challenging song. It's very theatrical, very James Bondish. Like, but I cannot think of it. But I hope he does that one.
Yeah.
I'll think of it here in a minute. I know. I hope maybe he'll tell some stories. Like, I would like for him to do maybe just, sing an Elvis song, tell a story or two about their friendship. That'd be great.
They need to bring him to Elvis Week, or Tom, come to Elvis Week. Let's see.
Yeah.
Everybody's loving the Suncatchers. I know. Oh, Lynn Talley says Dolly's her hero. Is a hero.
She is a hero. She is.
She is. Yeah, everybody's saying that a lot of people are saying they've seen Tom. It's been a while, but that he's really good.
Oh, good.
We're super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited to hear him sing because I feel like, I don't know, I haven't heard him sing in a long time, but he was like a really great vocalist and sang really hard songs. So I'm interested to see if his voice is still as good. Because I don't know what it is, but there's something about when you get older.
I guess
your
they
voice,
just weaken.
Yeah, your voice changes and it's different. And like you typically, there's very few people that can still sing great or as good when they're older as they did. And I don't know if you know these people, but I feel like Ray Price was one of them. Like he died in his 90s, and even up until then, that man could sing.
Yeah.
And then Gene Watson.
Oh,
Gene Watson's in his 70s, 80s, maybe even now, and still can sing so good. But yeah, it's very few people that get to those ages that can still sing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Speaking of, did you see Cher on that SNL homecoming concert? Holy! Did we talk about this last week?
No.
Oh, well, it's been all over the internet. I can't believe you've not seen it. So Cher is 78. She came out. They did that big 3-hour because Saturday Night Live turned 50. They had a big 50th anniversary concert, and all their past musical acts, or not all of them, but most of them, came and sang. Where she whipped out with "If I Could Turn Back Time."
I was just gonna say "If I Could Turn Back."
Okay, thank you. She whipped out that. Number one, sounded phenomenal, and I think they had to
actually sing.
I think on these they have to be live because that was a requirement of Saturday Night Live. Like if you go on Saturday Night Live, that's why a lot of artists won't go on there. You have to be live. They won't. Yeah, they won't let you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they won't let you lip sync or anything.
Interesting.
But looked phenomenal. Like she had on not the exact, that really risque outfit that caused so much controversy she had in the music video. Yeah. It was very similar to that though. Wow. And it was like a skin tight, you need to go watch the video. Because the funniest thing is they paint to the audience and Kevin Costner is his reaction is that's how we all were though. Because I was because if you would have been Cher's gonna come out and sing "If I Can Turn Back Time" in that thing and she's 78, I'd been good luck. Phenomenal. It was she was 38.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then it shows John Hamm in the audience and he's all looking at her she's really cool. You need to go
well,
check it out.
Obviously share, like a lot of celebrities, has had a lot of work done. But I will say she has good genes, because her mom, which is her mom still alive?
No,
or did I hear when she just passed?
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I heard that she just passed. But her mom still looked phenomenal.
Her mom was gorgeous.
Yeah. I was like, for her age, I was like, she still looks great. And I was like, so Cher's got some good genes. Not just good plastic surgeons,
she was
but
Bob
genes.
Matthews' muse.
So, yeah.
But yeah, unbelievable. If y'all hadn't seen it, go check out a picture or watch the video. It is awesome.
Yeah, right?
It is. How did we get off on? We're off on tangents today.
Oh, Ellie, that's also a good one. She says she still loves Engelbert Humperdinck. He's soon to be 89 and still performing. He also can still sing.
Yes.
Yeah, can still sing.
Still doing it.
And, Engelbert, he'd be a good guest.
Yes.
Good guest at Elvis Week.
He would be.
Because he's got some good Elvis stories.
Yeah.
He's got some good Elvis stories.
That'd be good.
Let's see. A lot of people can't wait for the Nashville Elvis Festival.
I know, we can't either.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they've seen that All Shook Up musical, but it just has Elvis songs in it. Let's see. There was an Elvis. Let's see. Colleen says there was an Elvis show in Vegas at one time. Yeah, the Cirque du Soleil show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Wendy, I'm so glad. I guess we're talking about the Jailhouse Rock cake that we made last week. She says that her friend made the Elvis cake and let her sample it, and it was the best cake ever. I know. And we told you we would give you like update on it. I'll tell you what, that cake was delicious. And it was, in my opinion, even better the next day. After it had been in the refrigerator, it was even better the next day.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I had a little piece this morning, and it's a week old. It's a week old, and it was still fantastic.
Yeah.
It tasted great still.
Yeah, I had some up until like a couple days ago, but I was like, this cake is so good.
Well, it lasts because usually cakes don't last a week. I guess because this was refrigerated and it's got the liquid and stuff in it. But yeah, it was still good this morning, y'all.
Yeah. Hello, Yvonne. She says she has some Elvis dream catchers that she bought on Temu, and they're really good.
Oh.
I know. I can't believe I haven't had an Elvis sun catcher before now. I love them. Let's see.
I'm thinking of my hair. I don't know what my hair is doing, but it's got a life of its own today. My hair.
Yeah, Sarah says she loves Dolly. Back in 2023, she went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. We need to go to that. Everybody talks about how cool it is.
I know.
Like they got good stuff.
But I don't think it's that far away.
I know. She says she went there and got to see a lot of Dolly's outfits they had on display from her induction into it. I know Dolly, she also got some cool outfits. She got some cool dresses and cool outfits and iconic things. And, it's a lot like Elvis. When you see him, you're like, that's Dolly.
Yeah.
So Dolly-esque. A lot of people are saying they've seen the $1 Million Quartet. I've never seen that. Have you seen it? I feel like you've seen it. Did you not?
No, I've never seen it.
You told me you went a long time ago.
No, never.
Sarah's saying, what about the Elvis Evolution? Is that a musical? Holly and I saw something about that today. I don't really know what that is. I'm going to look into that more so maybe we can talk about it.
It was weird. I just saw a video of it today and I barely had time to look at it. But it looks like some of that AI weirdness, and I don't know. It kind of creeps me out a little bit. That AI stuff, it's creepy, I think. So I don't know.
Ooh, David, give me more info. So he says Elvis the musical ran in London not long after Elvis passed. 3 different guys played 3 generations. Elvis 50s, 60s, 70s. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, so maybe was that only in the UK?
Yeah.
Did that go only in that area, or did it come to the States? How long did it run? So is that maybe the only one? So that would have been what, late 70s, early 80s?
Interesting.
Has there been another since? Thank you guys for the stars. Ken, thank you. Linda, thank you. Appreciate that so much.
It's going in our Elvis cookie jar to get us to our next event.
Holly and I are really, really trying. Yeah, thank you for the stars because we're going to need them between Dad and
these tickets,
all of our Elvis stuff. Although we did fix our coffee maker. For for those of you that have been worried about that, because I know that.
Thank you. I know it's been at the top of their minds this week.
I know since last week you've been like, oh gosh, I wonder if Holly and Heather fixed their coffee maker. We did, and honestly, hey, somebody out there might need help. So as we told you on our cooking show last week, we were devastated because the day before our coffee maker went kaput, and only on one side though, because we have like the regular brew and then the like single brew, like all in one, and we were so like devastated about it. And so I told Holly, I was like, I've always heard that like if you run vinegar through things, it will like clean up the calcification and the lime scale and all that stuff, and sometimes like make things work again. And I was like, maybe since we've had this so long and Lord knows we use it, I was like, maybe we just need to run some vinegar through it. So Holly did, and now it works again.
Works perfect, y'all. I guess it just needed a little
cleaning. So if your coffee maker is on the fritz,
well,
vinegar.
Listen, I'm gonna put vinegar in everything. I told Heather this week I'm doing the washing machine and the dishwasher because evidently this vinegar is a miracle.
Yeah, but also I was saying that about the stars. My mind is like this today.
I know, and I'm like, thank you. I'm sure people are like, thank God I tuned in to hear about their coffee maker.
I know, but yes, we are still trying to look into you said it was June. I thought it was July, but you said June, right? The Summerfest thing.
I think it's
either June or July. Yeah, look it up. We're still looking into that because we told you guys here several weeks ago that there's this awesome summer festival in Las Vegas at the International Hotel, and it features some of our favorite ETAs that are some of the best in the business: Dwight Eisenhower, Gordon Hendricks, Jay Dupuis, and I know there's more that
I think it's July 9th through 13th because I have that on
my July. Anyway, I don't know how we would make that work because I'm sure it is very expensive because it's Vegas.
Well, we gotta fly.
So the flights are
going
to
get your hotel.
Tickets, I'm sure, are very expensive. But
we eat a lot.
My goodness, it sounds so cool.
I know.
And like I said, we haven't seen Gordon in a long time. We'd love to see him. We always love seeing Dwight and Jay. So, and to be at the International, because I've always wanted to do that backstage tour.
And guys, we could take you along with us. Yeah. Would that not be phenomenal to get to go backstage?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that backstage tour and see where Elvis was.
Yeah, I think you could put your hand on a door where his hand used to go. Like, I think.
And see his dressing room, which is all like different and changed, but still.
The energy's there. The energy's there.
Weird. That was weird. We said that at the same time. But yeah, we're still trying to make that work. So we just got to do some more research and try to finagle things and figure it out. But anyway,
who knows?
And that's another thing, Liam. I don't know.
What?
I was just looking at that this week because they started popping up on Holly's Facebook talking about it. He's asking, are we going to the Tupelo Elvis Festival this year?
Forgot about it.
I really want to. It's in June.
It's in June?
I believe it's usually the first weekend in June.
Let me look. Hold on.
Look it up.
Because
they just came on last week, and they were saying that I think tickets are getting ready to go on sale. They might have gone on sale this week. But yeah, we've always wanted to do the Tupelo Elvis Festival. Because it's always got such a great history to it. It's right there in Tupelo, right at the birthplace. There's so many quaint places there.
Is like the end all be all.
Yeah, the lineup of the entertainment.
It's the June 4th through 8th.
Yeah,
I think. Yes, 2025. Yes, save the date.
So yes, Liam, maybe I don't know.
I don't know how we're going to pull all this off. I don't think we're going to have to quit our jobs.
No, we can't quit our jobs, and we definitely wouldn't have any money to go and do.
Oh my gosh.
Cheryl, that's the song that I'm hoping he sings is the Green Green Grass of Home, but that's not the one Holly's trying to think of.
Oh, David had it on here. David said, David just commented it, and as soon as he said it, now I go back and look at David's comment because he commented. It's like a really long comment about Tom Jones. Yeah, that's gonna be a good festival, y'all. Well, and I still want to go to one of Cody Dane's festivals. He has like a gazillion.
Yeah.
And I really want to go to one and just see what it's all about.
Pam says that she had front row seats to see Tom Jones in Louisville back in the late 80s, and she got a kiss. She said his show was phenomenal.
Ooh. I was back in the prime.
I bet he puts on a really good show.
I was back in his prime for sure.
Pamela says she's going to London in May to see the Elvis Evolution. After it's finished in London, it's going to Las Vegas.
What is it?
Ooh, will it be in maybe if we go to Vegas in July, maybe it'll be there. I don't know. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. Oh, hello, Lynn. She just came in from the store. What'd you get? What are your prices of eggs in your area?
Oh, Lord.
Egg prices are crazy.
I know.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm trying to look. He said it. David said the thing, and I cannot think about it. I can't.
Tom Jones music is so stuck in my head now.
It's so dramatic.
Like the whole soundtrack of Tom Jones is playing in my brain right now. If you could hear my brain and see it.
Oh Lord, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up on the thing on this.
No, I'm trying to look. Dun, dun, dun.
If I can just go to my comments here. I don't know. You may have to just
is it Never Fall in Love Again?
Yes, that was it. I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Thank you. Yes, that was it.
That's a good one. Well, I do hope he does that one. Okay.
It's very dramatic.
Very
vocally challenging.
Awesome. Oh, that's going to be great, Nancy. She says she's going to the Empire State Elvis Fest in May, and it's got Dwight, Jay, Diego, and Robert Washington. That's going to be a great lineup.
Wow, that is really good. All right, you want to talk about the
what?
Thank you, dramatic.
Like Bristol, Tennessee. Sandra says she's going to see Ben Thompson doing Elvis in Bristol next weekend.
I think she means over like there's a Bristol overseas, like in Europe.
Oh, in the UK.
I mean, yeah. I don't think
there's a Bristol, Tennessee. Well, I wouldn't think so.
And there's Bristol, Virginia.
Although he's going to be at
the Nashville
Festival. Maybe he's doing a tour. You don't know.
He's doing a mini tour.
You don't know. So one other thing that I wanted to talk about and mention that's really cool. So, I think one of the things that we all love most about Elvis, that if you ever have been to Graceland or if you're dying to get to Graceland, one of the things you probably are most excited to see are the jumpsuits. Like everybody loves Elvis and the jumpsuits. They are iconic. Everybody has their favorite or favorites. And so recently, here in the last couple of weeks, I've been keeping up on the Graceland Insiders and just on Elvis Presley's Graceland Facebook pages and stuff. And Angie Marchese and her team, which Angie's the VP of Archives at Graceland, they have been revamping the exhibit they call Dress to Rock, which is where they have all of the jumpsuits housed. And this particular exhibit, you said it opened in 2023?
2023.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's what my video says.
Okay.
That we'll talk about here in a minute.
Okay, so it's at least been a couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, as far as the jumpsuits and stuff, things I've looked at when Graceland first opened, like back in the early 80s, it was basically just like the mansion and like the racquetball court and everything. And they had the jumpsuits literally just on, like, if you had
a clothing
like
rack.
a little clothing rack and you just had them like hanging, they were like just
Can you imagine?
They were displayed like that. So that's kind of like where it began, which Angie should do a little thing on the evolution of the jumpsuits. But yeah, that's like kind of how they were. And so when you went to tour like Graceland and stuff, they were just like right there in front of you, not in cases.
I wonder if you could touch them back in the day.
I'm sure not.
People went by and like, yeah, you know it.
I don't know. I'm sure not, because even back then,
they had a security guard.
I was going to say, because even back then they probably were like, don't touch these because you could mess them up or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's like crazy to think that they're just like right there. And then, when Holly and I started going to Graceland, they would have so many of them displayed, but they were always in cases.
Yeah.
And then when they built the complex, they had like a special area where they would have a bunch of them like all individually displayed in cases, and which was really cool. And then recently, in the last couple of years, they've made this Dress to Rock exhibit where they literally have them all in cases, but it is literally like floor to ceiling wall
like
to wall
level, yeah,
jumpsuits.
crazy,
Like
crazy
jumpsuits. And it's so cool. And so they recently revamped that in the last couple of weeks because, you know, they have a lot of jumpsuits. Because I think there's what, over 100 jumpsuits?
Well over, yeah.
Isn't there like, I think there's like total over 100 jumpsuits.
Because how many did Angie say they didn't acquire? Like there's what was it, like 20 something? She said they didn't have, but or was it just like 3 or 4?
No, I think it was several that they don't have. We all know they don't have the peacock. But I think there are several they don't have, but they have the majority of them. I think you might be right. I feel like maybe she said they had like maybe 80 something.
And there's like 20 something out there.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway, they've been like, she's put them on display and she's been talking about, you know, for like the last like year or so that eventually they were going to rotate them because like they have, like Holly said, they have one wall that's like 3 levels and then wall that's 2 levels.
Yeah,
and so literally it's like you got to look way up to see the ones on the top. So she's talked about how they're gonna like rotate those and eventually take the ones that were on top and move those down to the bottom, take the ones on bottom and move them up to the top. But yeah, that's what it looks like. That's one of the walls. That's one of the walls. And that's another wall. And then do you have the 3 wall one?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
No.
Okay. But anyway, she's been talking about they're going to like rotate them so you can see like the top one's better and all of that. But this week or the last few weeks, they've been working on more jumpsuits and adding them to the display. Because, you know, they've been doing different exhibits and things like in Australia and the UK and different places all, you know, all over the world in the last few years. And so now some of those jumpsuits have come back home. And so they've been, what do you call it? Restoring and
cleaning.
Yeah. You know, redoing them and stuff and getting them ready. And so now they're putting them on display. And I think, what was it she said? Let me look at my little thing. I think they've added 15.
Wow.
Is that what she said? Let me look. I got some stuff here.
I don't know. I thought they were just like revamping them and, you know, zhuzhing them up. And I guess they have to like make sure.
So this is what they said on Elvis Presley's Graceland. She's like, Graceland has unveiled a refreshed Elvis Dressed to Rock exhibit showcasing 15 newly displayed jumpsuits making their debut after more than 2 years off display at Graceland while traveling the world as part of a Direct from Graceland exhibition series. This marks the first major update since the popular exhibit opened in 2022. To complement the new additions, the existing jumpsuits in the exhibit were also rotated to give visitors a fresh perspective. So, super exciting. I can't wait to go back now and see these new jumpsuits. And Angie did this really cool thing on the Insider. She like literally, they had them all like in the archives area where they were like detailing and cleaning and all that stuff and checking all the stones and the cabochons and everything and making sure everything was absolutely perfect and pressed. And she did a little video just scanning them, which was just like so cool. And then she took some pictures of some up close and the displays and everything. And apparently one that everybody was super excited about is the dragon jumpsuit,
which I'll show you right here.
Yeah. Everybody was really excited about this one, which
this one right here, down here.
I like it, but it's not one of my personal favorites. But what do you all think? Is this one of your personal favorites? Do you all love the dragon jumpsuit?
Yeah, Heather said online, everybody was like gaga about it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah, everybody was so excited about that one.
But maybe there's a cool story with it. Maybe there's like,
yeah,
you know, only one.
Do you have the picture she had where she had like the 4 side by side? See, I'm excited about this one.
Yes, this is the one I'm excited about.
Because let me find the picture of Elvis in that. Let's see, what is that one?
This one, not that, the one over here. Beep, beep, the white one with his little like, what do you call it, macrame? Like little yarn macrame collar.
We've all seen those pictures of Elvis in that jumpsuit, and he looks so good in it.
Yes.
And then I think what were the other ones that were beside it? No, go to the other picture. Like I think she's got some of the brocade jumpsuits displayed. Like there's the blue brocade jumpsuit, which you guys know I love blue. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Let me see if I can see what this is.
I mean, do y'all have a jumpsuit that's maybe not particularly your favorite? I can show you one of mine. We talk about it all the time. This one. I don't like this one. And I know we had like 3 or 4 made kind of in this like style.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
No. But I'm super excited about these. So these were some of them that they highlighted. These are just 4 of the 15. So they have the white and black brocade collar suit.
Love it.
They said this is from Elvis's first Las Vegas engagement at the International Hotel in 1970. The one I was just saying that I loved, and I'll get a picture here in a minute of Elvis, is the rope collar suit featured on the cover of Elvis on Stage album. There's the blue brocade suit. That was the one I was talking about that I love. That one says worn in Las Vegas in February 1970. And then I love this one as well, which I bet this one was a booger to like clean and make sure. The webbed fringe suit.
Oh.
And it says it was worn only once.
Is that the one that like Jay used to have that has those weird wings things that he got rid of?
No, I think it was that one that you were showing earlier. But it says it was worn only once at the Forum in Los Angeles on November 14th, 1970. Did any of you go to that concert? Did you see that jumpsuit? And then, I know Holly's going to love this one, the black butterfly suit from early 1972. Elvis famously wore during a spontaneous photo session in his hotel suite because Holly loves those photos. Every time, like,
they crack me up, y'all.
They
just, because it's just like, it looks like it's that 70s, like, ply, like, what do you call the wood
paneling
and
like the shag carpet
like a 70s curtain, and I'm just cracking up because it literally looks like Elvis is at your house in your den and he's like, hey, would you like to see my new suit? And then he's all like,
that's literally what it looks
like, like, oh, you want to take a picture of it?
Or it's one of those things that he's like, you know, they're like, hey, you know, Elvis, like, since you got a new jumpsuit and stuff, you know, let's take some pictures, and like that way you can see kind of how it looks on you and stuff. But instead of just being like, da-da, he's all like,
yeah, like he's showing the cape, he's showing the back. And I need them to like give me the backstory to that. Whose house is that?
No, it says it was in his hotel suite.
Oh, that was a hotel suite with that paneling? Okay. That I'm gonna forget that I heard that, and I'm just gonna still imagine that he's in someone's den because that's what it looks like, and that's what makes it funny to me. It's not as funny if it's his hotel suite.
Thank you.
It's not.
I don't know. That's still pretty funny.
I mean, but I can see it. I could, like, he's in his hotel suite. He's probably getting ready for the show, and he had to go put it on. And somebody's like, "Hey, Elvis, let me take a few pictures of you right now." That makes way more sense. But I just think it would be hilarious if, like, he was at a friend's house and they're like, "Hey, do you want to put that jumpsuit on and take some pictures?"
Hilarious.
I know. It would be so funny.
Yeah. Where is this picture that I wanted to find?
Of what?
Of him in that rope collar suit. It's not this one, but there's a really great picture because, you know, this was
I have a t-shirt.
This was like Elvis at some of his like best.
I have a t-shirt and he's in that little outfit.
Oh yeah, we do have those t-shirts, don't we?
It's a really cool t-shirt. Yeah,
we do have those. But I like that one for some reason. That one's not quite as like bedazzled and bejeweled.
See, and I like the ones that aren't quite as embellished.
Like it. Yeah,
I think those are my favorite.
Yeah,
is when he first got into the jumpsuit thing, and they're not quite as.
Okay, here's one of the pictures.
I love it.
There's one of the pictures of him in the butterfly suit.
I love his stance. I love the paneling.
That's like curtains.
Or the curtains. I mean, I love it all.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Hilarious.
I know, that's so cute.
But yeah, so that's going to be really cool to see some, you know, new other jumpsuits and stuff. And then have you guys been? Have you seen the jumpsuits? And, you know, that's kind of another thing that it brought up on a lot of the like insiders and the Facebook pages is everybody kind of had their own opinions about how they like to, you know, see the jumpsuits and everything. And, you know, a lot of people were like, I prefer when they were in the cases and you could see a 360 view and see all the way around, you know, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people were like, I love this exhibit. I kind of see both sides. I kind of like both. Like, I think when they had them individually in the cases, it was cool because, you know, a lot of Elvis's jumpsuits, they do have like beautiful detail on the back, and they have, you know, beautiful detail, you know, down the arms and down the legs and things. And so it is cool to see the whole like 360 view because in this particular display, you can really only see the front. You can't see anything on the back. But also this display is really cool because honestly, when you walk in that room, like for the first time you see it, it's just like,
and there's just nothing like it. I don't know of another exhibit like that.
It is like so cool because you literally, you walk in and it is like wall to wall Elvis jumpsuits.
It's crazy.
Floor to ceiling.
Yeah, and if you have no idea what we're talking about or you've never seen it, go to the YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
I have a great video that we did back in 2023 that's got pictures and a video of the exhibit. So head on over to the YouTube channel, Everything Elvis Entertainment.
Yeah, because it's really
and check it out.
Yeah.
If you want to see it for yourself.
Yeah, this isn't a great picture. It's not the one I wanted, but see, that's him in the rope collar.
Mm-hmm.
You look great.
I love it.
I know. Isn't that cool?
But, I applaud their efforts, and I appreciate that they are changing it up. So, because you never know, in a few years, hey, they may take these walls down and put them back in the cases. Or put them somewhere else. Like, I appreciate that they're always constantly changing, because for people like us that go so often, I mean, we're there twice a year at least. It's nice to have it different, and even just moving something around makes it different. Makes it fresh
and exciting and different and new. But yeah, I think this is really cool and stuff. And plus, it takes up less space.
Yeah.
I feel like, because when you have to do the individual cases like they did, you can't display as many.
Yeah.
And it takes up a lot more room and space. And so being able to put them in these cases on the wall, but like I said, it's just, if you can go to see the jumpsuits, because when you walk into that room for the first time and you're just surrounded by all of them, it's just like magical. It's amazing.
Yes.
You're just in awe of all the jumpsuits of Elvis. Let's see. I was going to look up. No, that wasn't it. Let's look at maybe some more comments and questions, and then we'll probably call it a day. I
know, what's everybody saying about everything?
You don't have any comments on there?
Let me look. I'm just over here tootling around. Let's see. Everybody's giving you their egg prices.
I love it. I'm serious. Well, I do not do the grocery shopping. I hate grocery shopping. Holly loves it. Holly loves a grocery store. She will go down every single aisle.
Love it.
Me, I better have like a list. It better have 10 items.
She's an in and out.
And I better be able to go in, get them, and be gone. But the other day I went for Dad, because Dad loves breakfast. It's his favorite meal of the day. And he loves eggs. And I had to get him some eggs. And I was like, $5? I talked about it for like a week. I was like, I cannot believe it. I'm sure they're way more expensive in other parts of the country, because, based on where you live and whatever. But I was like, $5 in Tennessee. Not happy about it. Not happy about it.
Let's see. Well, Vaughn's going to the Las Vegas festival for 5 days in May. Oh yeah, because there's also not only is there this like Vegas special occurrence happening, it's not really like a festival that Dwight and all of them are going to be at. There's also the legit like Las Vegas Elvis Festival.
Yes.
And it's going to be in May. So, that's going to be good too.
It's in May?
You know it. I think that's what she said. She said she's going for 5 days in May, I believe.
It's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, 5 days in May. That's awesome.
Wow. Love that.
Yeah. Oh, Tammy said they're doing an exhibit on the Colonel this year.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was, hold on. I'm glad you mentioned that, Tammy, because let me see if I can, what did I do with that? I had a screenshot about, what did I do with that? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I'm excited to go back to Graceland for Elvis Week, because as we told you here a few weeks ago, Angie and them talked about at, birthday week that they have all these cool new exhibits and things coming. And one of them was focused on the Colonel. So that's going to be really neat to see kind of what items they use and how they tell that story. And they're doing like the different movie sets. They're adding to that. They're doing the living room. The red living room, which that's a lot of controversy. Like I was like, wow. When I was just reading stuff here a while back about that particular exhibit, because so now Graceland is back to pretty much what it was like late 60s, early 70s, I guess. Like when Priscilla was there, it's more like the blue curtains and the like white furniture and all of that. But apparently, when Elvis and Linda Thompson were together, which they were together, what, 72 to 76?
I think so.
I think it was 72 to 76. But sometime in that period, they redecorated Graceland and like the living room and stuff and the dining room, and they did it in red, like red couch, red chairs, red furniture,
bordello red,
like gold fancy lamps and curtains and things. And so they still have all of that furniture available. Like they have it in the archives. And so they're going to put it together as it was and as it looked somewhere in the museums and the exhibits. And they're going to do an exhibit of it for everybody to see, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people were like saying that Elvis hated it. And that he didn't really like want it, and he didn't like it, and that
really?
Yeah, and that he thought it looked like what did you just say?
A bordello?
Yeah, or like whatever, and that he wasn't really.
See, I heard the opposite. I heard that red was his favorite color.
Well,
and like she asked his advice. I'm like, what do you want me to decorate it in? He was like, all red. Who knows?
So interesting. But yeah, I hope she kind of tells a story.
Well, Angie's going to have to tell the story. She knows it.
I hope she tells a story about it. And then I hope if Linda comes back, she'll also talk about it and everything. Because, there was all this like controversy of people being like, oh, I don't think they should display it. I don't want to see it. I can see. Elvis didn't like it.
I don't know.
Like, I'm glad they
didn't like it.
Like, I'm glad they changed it. And so.
Well, here's what Elvis seems like to me. Maybe he told her red. Maybe he said, oh, make it all red. This is, my favorite color, da, da, da. But once she got everything in place, I would think Elvis is the type that he would walk in and go, if he hated it, he wouldn't be shy. He would just be like, don't like it, send it back. I mean, y'all know Elvis. It's not like he was like, oh, let's keep it for a few months because we spent out all the money. He would just be like, go take it back to the store, I think. So I think if he really hated it, I mean, I know it, Lord knows he loved Linda, but I don't know that he loved her enough to be like, oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Because it was there, till his death, right? They said that's what it looked like, didn't they?
I honestly don't know. I have to look that up because I don't know if Ginger and him changed it. But I feel like it was. I feel like it was still that way when he died because that's a lot. Because I feel like that was one of the comments a lot of people were making is, well, that's how it looked when he actually passed. So I'd like to see what it looked like. When he actually passed. So
I don't know. Somebody on here just said Aunt Delta told in an interview that he did not like the red, that he would go and go out the back door to avoid it.
Oh,
well, but hey, Aunt Delta would know. I mean, so if she said it, I'm gonna have to side with her, I guess.
Although Aunt Delta was a feisty one, so maybe she just didn't like it.
Who knows?
I can see her.
I just cannot see Elvis going in and being like, if he didn't like it, because that was like his safe haven, his like love, his place. I just can't believe he wouldn't be like, move it all out. Nope, don't like it. But who knows?
I know, right?
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
But it was a part of Graceland and a part of his life at some point, so I'd still love to see it.
Hey, and I just enjoy 70s like decor anyway. I always find it hilarious. So I would love to see it, whether he hated it, whether he loved it, whatever. If it spent a day or two in Graceland, I still want to see it.
Exactly.
Because I think it's going to be hilarious.
I know, right?
I think it's going to be super fun. So I'm glad they're doing it. That's so funny.
I know. So it's going to be cool to see that. Because, right now, when you go through the like tour of like the mansion and then the racquetball court, then you go to like where they used to have like the racetrack things and they have some things displayed there. They have currently like a little mini exhibit of the one red couch and like a lamp and a table and stuff. But to see the whole thing is going to be really cool.
Yeah, because it's something. It is something. All right, well, y'all, we've been on here forever just talking it up. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to go see our video of the jumpsuit display, it's over on the YouTube channel. Go on over and check it out. It's the Dress to Rock exhibit, and you can see it. We took this back in 2023, so that's when it hit first. If it opened in 2022, it's just a few months old, a baby exhibit. But thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the comments, likes, and shares. And if you haven't followed us, follow the channel. We're well over our 30,000 now, and we are moving on up. So we're excited about that. Thank you so much for all your support, and we will be back next week with more to talk about.
Yeah, we'll be talking about gearing up for the Nashville Elvis Festival.
Yes, so that's going to be exciting. So tune into that, and we will see you all very, very soon. Bye.